Hello and welcome to FSM Academy, the place where you can keep updated on all financial news. Today we're going to be talking about which countries have been worst affected by the coronavirus, who's got the most confirmed cases, and what this will allow us to do at the end of the video is actually analyze some charts and see where we can benefit and capitalize from this, but through trading as financial charts and some analysis that we can do on TradingView, looking at some chart analysis, seeing where we can actually make some profit. So some of these news obviously is disturbing. Some of you guys know about the confirmed cases and deaths, but bear with me. There is light at the end of the tunnel and there is something that you guys can benefit from. So there's been 684,000 confirmed cases in the world so far. This was taken around 3:25 of 29th of March. 32,000 confirmed deaths and around 142,000 recoveries. I am hoping everyone recovers. But look, let's have a look at what's happening at the moment. Confirmed cases in the worst affected countries. We've selected a few here. You can see here China was obviously where it was this is where coronavirus started. This is where COVID-19 was found in Hubei. But look here, it has really peaked off now. It looks like China are going to start decreasing in the number of, well, they have already started decreasing the number of confirmed cases, and it's almost flatlined. The problem with the shape of UK and US, it does look like there is still going to be more to come. US and Italy are now overtaking China in terms of the amount of confirmed cases, and in around 100,000 cases already over US, nearly 100,000 in Italy, and we can see, look at the time it's taken, just over 25 days for US to reach 100,000 confirmed cases. This is a lot down to, government underestimating really what's happening with this particular global pandemic. So looking next on our list is the actual confirmed number of COVID-19 deaths in selected countries. So sorry to bear with me on this, but if you look at here again, the shape of China has really leveled off now. It doesn't look like there's going to be any more cases. Italy, just looking at the shape of the line here, does look like it's going to start to level off as well. Problem again, looking at UK and US, these look like straight lines. It looks like we're about 2 weeks behind the curve from China and Italy, and there could be a lot more deaths, unfortunately, and a lot more cases to come. Hopefully there's a lot more cases, but hopefully there's vaccines being created now, and I think people will be able to deal with this a lot better because the government is now better prepared. But definitely in terms of more cases to come, we can see from the shape of these charts that there does look to be more to come from UK, US, and probably the most of Europe, looking at France, Spain, and Germany also. Now, looking at the confirmed cases in Asia, it's quite interesting to see. Obviously, Hubei, we knew was the big one. Obviously, this is where COVID-19 started. Around 67,000 cases. It's huge just for one city alone. Some countries have less than that. That's how big it is in Hubei. 9,000, 10,000 in South Korea alone. It's quite big, but right next door to Hubei, Hong Kong, only with 600 cases or so, so dealing with it quite well. Thailand, India, Malaysia, Philippines, all dealing with this virus quite well, but Hubei under a lot of pressure at the moment. Looking at Europe, Middle East, and North Africa, we can see UK has been affected, but not as badly as its neighbours Spain, France, Germany, and Italy, where we can see the spread has obviously gone over to UK, but it is really 92,000 around Italy, 78,000 around Spain. And Spain doesn't get spoken about a lot, but that is a huge amount of cases discovered. There's 60,000 in Germany and around 40,000 in France. Other surrounding areas like Sweden, Finland, Norway also got cases, but dealing with it quite well. Greece and Romania. Iran surprising with around 40,000 cases as well. So we can see this pandemic is not going away. Government haven't dealt with it very well, but we can see that there is a lot more cases coming into play at the moment. So it's very dangerous times. These stats are very, very interesting, taken from Statista, which show, yes, the number of infections, which we already know from the last previous news, but also the percentage change compared to the previous day and the percentage change compared in the last 7 days. So what this tells us is the pandemic in a particular country leveling out? Is it slowing down or is it increasing? So it tells us not only the number of infections, but the rate that these infections are increasing or decreasing. What's interesting about the United States is that there is a 21% change or a spike in the last few days. In the last 7 days, 27, which means that it's increasing. It looks like there's going to be more cases in this particular country. Italy, 7%. Looks like it's slowing down. 9% in the last 7 days, in the last week or so. China, 0%. So they're not getting any more new cases, which means that there's definitely going to be a slowdown in these countries. So Italy and China slowing down, US increasing, all of Europe still increasing a bit. Spain, Germany, France, all ranging between 13 to 16%. UK, 25% in the last few days, 21% over in the last 7 days. It shows that there is more cases, unfortunately, to come. There is more. Another interesting news, obviously, on UK is Boris Johnson has come out and said that the UK are prepared for serious or even tougher lockdown measurements. We are locked down at the moment, but I have heard reports that we are prepared if needed to be on lockdown for up to 12 months. So this is very interesting news. Obviously, the original plan was 12 weeks from Boris Johnson. So, and he himself, funnily enough, not funny, but I hope he gets better very soon. But he himself is also in isolation. So we see that this is affecting everybody globally. This isn't just the rich or the poor. This is affecting a wide range of people. Now, why is this interesting for us? It's interesting because we can start to use this knowledge that we know from now, that they're increasing, like it looks like it's going to increase in US and UK, and it's decreasing in around Italy, and also in, well, many other places, but Italy mainly in China. But what can we do with the charts? So what does that mean for a trader? What does that mean? How can we benefit? This is the dollar chef, or the USD chef, which is one of my favorites. The chef is the Swiss franc. And we can see, look at this, when US just overtook China as the most confirmed infections. Look here, there's a huge sell-off of dollar. Huge sell-off. There's around 300, 400, 500 pips that we could be making as traders if we just decided to short here and we knew that it was going to drop. And it did hit a previous resistance mark. We knew that it was going to drop, and it's dropped all the way down. And this still looks like a strong sell. It looks like next week this could drop even further before it hits a support level around here, and that's still around 200, 300 pips, 400 pips down. So a lot of money that can be made there. It does look like dollar is still selling off. Again, we can look at, okay, we can look at GBP dollar, which is the cable. Look here, just again, huge sell-off of pound. But now, when those cases came in of US overtaking China as the most confirmed infections, huge spike for pound, huge spike for sterling, huge increase. And it still does look like it could increase even further up, probably to around this mark here, 1.3, maybe a little bit higher. So another 300, 500 pips that can be made next week if we're trading in the right way. Could reach a little, yeah, there is a bit of a resistance here, but I think it will break that and go higher up. Last one that I like at the moment from the major currency pairs is the euro dollar as well. So we know Italy is obviously decreasing in the amount of cases, slowing down a little bit, and it looks like in the US we're going to be increasing. So still looks like a strong buy here for the euro. Looks like it's going to increase a bit. There is some resistance around 1.12, but it looks like it could break that, and if it does, it could be going all the way up to around 1.14. So really interesting news for you guys. There are more cases coming out, but what does that mean for you as an individual? If any of you know how to trade the financial markets, these are for my traders. Get on the news and see what you can be trading. My other pre-books about what we can be investing in, also stocks and shares, cryptocurrency, but there is a lot of scope to make money in this season. So don't just see it as doom and gloom. If you are inside at the moment in lockdown, there is a way for you guys to make money. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. If it is, please click the link below, click like, subscribe to the page. I will be posting a lot more videos up about daily news and also how you can make money from home.